Thumbs up, everybody. I'm reestablishing the stream. My streaming software crashed. So, I see you, Chocolate Rhythm. Um, Damn. Well, I'm gonna take this as a sign from the universe. We're gonna let the room populate a little bit more, everybody. I'm gonna land us. Um, we'll see how it acts. What is the time? All right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I see you, Sheba. Shout out to you, Queen. I'm gonna take a restroom break, everybody, really quick. Um, that'll give me a couple minutes, and because people start to realize, oh, that one did quit. I see you, Allison. Shout out to you, Allison Bleb. Going to the Me voy a el baño. Allahu Akbar. Okay, I hope we're still connected. Allah, alhamdulillah. Um, I don't know what's what now. I don't know what's me. Is this me? Why we don't have anything? That's not me. Somebody check in with me. Say something. If you could see me. Because I don't know. I don't know. I love you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. That's what I need. I need a net when I fall. You feel me? I need that. So I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see the real image now. Alhamdulillah. Um. Oh, snap. So I was reading your comments on the other stream. Damn. Now I can't. Because those won't be available to me now. Yeah. Damn, y'all. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Executive decision. Hush Harbor, shout out to you. CT Last, shout out to you. And thank you for responding. Um, Here's what we're going to do, everybody. By Allah, I swear. Tomorrow's Friday. So, I'm going to say it. I intend to come live with you when I come in from the mosque tomorrow. There, I said it. Donna Gray, shout out to you in the UK. Um, I want to try and get one more topic in. Sheba, we can go to bed or laugh at melanin deficient cornball Booker. Either way, I'm down. I love that, Sheba. Oh man, I love that. I love that. I love that. I want to get. I'm off kilt now. I don't know. Okay, I was in my file and I was trying to. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I'll do. This is a throwaway, but I'm only going to do it because so that I'm not wasting time. Let's end on this note. Um, I said to you, only because I don't know if we're gonna have another fault out, and I don't want us to have a weird ending. I don't like that. Even my aunt, my grandmother's sister, I don't know. I was young. I was leaving her house one day, and I said, "Okay, bye, Aunt Liza." She goes, "Don't say goodbye." But when she said it, all the understanding came with it. It struck my soul. I knew she wasn't scolding me, she was teaching me. That's why I always say, I'll see you soon. You know, I never say goodbye. And I don't like improper goodbyes or partings, I should say. So before it has an opportunity to do that, I just want to land on something that's not weighty. There's a new development with Wendy Williams, the disaster. I told you Wendy was over, and she's over. I said that before it happened. I told you Nick Cannon was over before it happened. It has happened. I wished Lonnie's fat ass off TV, and that's going to happen. The Real, sadly, I'm hearing rumblings that The Real is coming to an end. I'm really saddened by that because I really enjoyed that show when I used to watch it. I haven't watched it in a very long time. Sadly, they don't have full episodes online. What is that? But Lonnie is about to taste the wrath because of all the evil that she has done, but particularly to Wendy. I want to leave you with this because I saw a video that you've probably seen as well. It's Wendy looking like a disaster, and she's talking about her manager and I think her assistant, both with Zionist names, by the way. So for all their we don't run everything, I mean, it's, because we never hear the names Johnson and Jackson, and we just don't hear it. But something is suspect about the video. She is, by the way, you can start putting in the chat if you've seen the video that I'm talking about of Wendy, where she's talking about her woe with Wells Fargo Bank and the heist that's going on behind the scenes to deny her access to her money. Khalifa, Lonnie will get a job at Popeyes after The Real. Perfect. I don't know if it's an Instagram video or if it's a YouTube video, you guys. So I can't find it for you. But it's out there. You're gonna see it. Wallahi, you're gonna see it. But what's suspect about it is she's very calm. She goes, and it's not right. And they're denying me to my money, and it's not right. Now, this is millions of dollars we assume Wendy would have, or some substantial sum that we don't possess. And this is the reaction. This is the time when you be like, bitch, if you don't give me my money, it's going to be a problem. You understand? And, the hand is going, threats are happening, and none of that was in place, which made it all very suspect for me. She's not having the proper reaction. You're a grown woman. Wendy's what, 60? What is she, 6? I don't know how old she is. She's damn near 60 if she's not 60. And you're a whole grown woman, and people have taken your money, denying you access to your own money, and you're not angrily expressing this. Something doesn't fit. Something doesn't fit. I don't know what it is, but something doesn't fit. I wish I had the video. Damn it. Let me see if I can find anything. We just need like Wendy responds, maybe, or Wendy speaks out. I don't know, something in that. Wendy Williams speaks out about Wells Fargo. Bingo.
Showing results for Wendy Williams speaks out about Wells
Fargo. Oh my God. The video is longer than what I'm seeing, so you just need the audio to illustrate what it is I'm trying to say to you. So you could just hear the demeanor that's not adding up. Oh, this is some scam ass video.
Having a having the take the time, have their people to go through his findings, they were able to
Nah. Alright, whatever. Fine.
Want to watch Meerkats without the ads?
Rachel. Oh my god, Meerkats. I love Meerkats. They're the cutest thing ever. I want a Meerkat. They stand up on them legs. They travel in a pack. They look out for each other. I love Meerkats, dude. I could watch hours of just Meerkats. Wait. I don't need y'all quoting. I need you to hear the actual audio. Wait. Wait just a second. Now, this is going to be drama because it's... Let me find a different clip, y'all. Just, you know what? You're going to do it. You'll perceive it better. You'll just put in what I put in. Wendy Williams speaks out about Wells Fargo, and it'll give you... And she's wearing this hideous blonde wig, some bright pink lipstick that makes my eyes bleed, and you'll just see that the demeanor is just not there. It's just not there. I don't know how to diagnose it, you know, but the bigger point I think I'm trying to make is that Wendy is not going to be allowed to leave television and have money. Somehow they always kill off your finances, no matter who you are. It's the same old story. Big success, a lot of money, die broke. Doesn't matter, from singers to actors to television to... It doesn't matter. This is the pattern, so we know it's on purpose. It's not a coincidence or some random happening, you know. Be interesting to see what happens to Nick Cannon as time goes forward. You know, right now they claim he's an empire and he's done it all and he's just doing it all. And we'll just see if that maintains. Is that going to be sustainable? The same thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. But they are witches to me. I get bad energy from them. I'm not here for Beyonce. I'm not here for Jay-Z. There's nothing they're ever going to do to impress me or I think even change my mind. I think they've crossed to the other side, whatever that is. You know, they've given themselves over to this world. You know, when's the last time you heard that Beyonce and Jay-Z went to church even? Just even to a church. Not that I would even endorse that, but just even to hear that. You don't hear it. Find me a picture of them anywhere worshiping God or pretending to worship God, even if it's just for a photo op. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have it. So I'm not here for either one of them. And so I think that this is a send her on her way with no money. How are you going to declare a grown woman without any evidence or anything? And that's one of the things that Wendy is saying in the video, you know, that in the New York courts, you can just go into a court and basically, I'm paraphrasing and insinuating in her statement now. This is not all direct quotes. This is a feel of it and some quotation. But basically, like, you can just go into a court and basically fuck up her life with no evidence of anything. And there's this Schiller person, Zionist, has gone and, because remember, they work together, you see? So this Schiller person has gone and gotten even some medical documents about Wendy that she doesn't even have. It's all very scandalous. Y'all know I don't have any love for Wendy, but I'm here for the truth and what's right. And so even if it's happening to Wendy, I'm still going to defend the principle, you know, that it is some bullshit, you know. I can't, you know, and I can't. And then there's some guy named Bernie involved. She talks about it in the video. It's worth a watch at the very least. But yeah, I don't know if this thing is going to hold up everybody. And I really hate didn't get a chance to read those other comments on our other connection because I was just getting into your comments, man. Damn it. Shiro, Beyonce and Jay are witches. Sold their souls for riches. That's it. That's how I feel. Sheba, they always go after our generational wealth. Once Catherine passes on, no real Jacksons will have claim to Michael's estate. The same people that killed him control all his money. Facts. Hush Harbor, Wendy Williams slams no good former manager. Yeah, that'll get you there too. That's a good search too. Thanks for that, Hush Harbor. And there was another thing that I was going to say too. They were talking about that of the 32 managers or coaches in the NFL, only one is an African. And somebody was saying but there they were at Super Bowl, but they saw at least 30 something people out there crip walking and doing it all. And I just thought, again, if you have an implied sense of inferiority, just the implication of that is enough to chain you and to shackle you. I worked in a men's prison, and we were always outnumbered by inmates. They could have taken the institution anytime they wanted to. Take us and go. You see? But shackles of the mind can be more powerful than shackles of the wrist and feet. If you don't understand that you just don't go out there on the field and you say, we're not playing a fucking thing until you can find some more coaches that look like us in this bitch. It's that easy. I just don't understand people that don't have the grit. I don't ever remember not having it. Just do what needs to be done because that's the shit that will get you result. That's it. And don't be so in love or married to anything that you just can't let go of. Because principle is worth more than anything in this world of material value. Principle and conviction. Shiro, King, I also wanted to know briefly what your thoughts were on Kanye's ass. I'll come back to that. Khalifa, my comment was the Ukraine war is nothing more than a sophisticated robbery of the U.S. Treasury to funnel their money into a phantom wallet for someone waiting on the other end. 100%. And we see this with any of their aggressions or conflicts, Afghanistan, anything. They send large sums of money. They always say war is a racket. It really is. Because they send just to put it in layman's term, Khalifa. So, damn it, we have to go to Khalifa's house. It's all broken and gone to hell. Quick, send $5 billion to Khalifa's house for the soldiers. But they don't do that. That money go to Khalifa house. We put it in another suitcase and come back to me. I just took $5 billion. You understand? And if I'm Raytheon and I'm give me some names, Khalifa. You know what track I'm on. Cheney's bullshit. All that. Then all these companies, these military contractors, they make money. You understand? So we know it's a heist, even if we don't know the all the fine details of it. We know it is some bullshit. We can declare it bullshit. And I say it's also being used to, because look over here at Ukraine. No need for any more math. Look at Ukraine. Quick look. While Pfizer releases some untold number of documents that a judge made them release, that was scathing. But look at Ukraine. Look over. Look. Well, it's the Ukrainians. We have to help them. They're helpless. To your question, Queen, I don't know enough. What I know is that he's having yet some other breakdown. Apparently Kim Kardashian. Listen, there's nothing to this woman. There's nothing special about her. I don't understand why people are, oh, it's Kim Kardashian. It's nothing special about her. She's a cheeseburger. There's nothing going on. There's nothing amazing happening. You understand? But apparently she is with the Saturday Night Live dude, Pete David, a very peculiar looking white demon who is alleged to have girth in his manhood. This is also a turning of the curtain because you addicted to black penis, bitch. We know you started with Ray J, and who knows who you had before that, and now it's, I mean, come on, so you know. And this will be used, I believe, now to play out this sickening Kanye can't be without white bitch saga, like a novella, you know. And by the way, they never mention that they are Arabs. They never mention that. They never mention that. Those are Arab people, the Kardashians. But I never hear them. I've never heard them, but I'm not watching them all close like that. I've never heard them acknowledge anything that relates to their Persian culture. You know, they're just representing white bitch, you see. So, and most of the public probably doesn't know that they're Arabs. So this is being used. I really don't care about Kanye. I think that he came onto my radar when he said Bush don't care about black people when it was Katrina. I didn't know who the fuck he was, but I'm like, that dude has got my balls. Because I would say some shit like that. Whatever needs to be said, I don't care what the atmosphere is, I'm saying it. There is no wrong time to do what's right. So he got my respect. I didn't know who he was from Adam. And then the next time that he appeared, I think I was still living in Maryland. And because I know television. And there he was being interviewed on MTV. And he just, I guess this was a precursor to his sort of fits that he has. Because I don't know what he was talking about. And then out of nowhere he goes, and I want to say also, hip hop needs to stop discriminating against gay people. And I'm like, and I could just feel a manager, an assistant, an agent off camera going, you know, I thought, who is this dude? Who is this dude? Who is he? I know nothing. I know he was a rapper. I didn't know he had this legendary car accident or some accident where his jaw was, you know. I know nothing about the dude. That's how he came onto my radar. And he looks like the kid, he feels like the kid who poops and then carries it around for people to look at. Like, I'm not being facetious. I really mean that. He feels like that kid. that something's just not, then you add to that the loss of his mother, mental illness already, add to that the loss of his mother, and you're in bed with these demon ass bitches. And you're dealing in this white world, and then his friend Virgil died. And he's put himself out there very vulnerable. He's been attacked by our community because of dumb shit he's done and said, right, just and rightly so. And I mean, I think he's just a dude on a suicide mission to some degree. I think he has money, and then that's just not enough now. I don't know if he's looking for some legacy, or because when I've heard him in his fits of imagined brilliance, at one point he was on, I think it was an Ellen show or Oprah, and it was just like dead silence in the audience, and he was almost lecturing, professorial, to, and quoting like Aristotle or, Disney or something, like these white supposed great thinkers who got all their knowledge from Africans. That's something else. But it was just, he's random, dude. Like, I'm not checking for him. I'm not here for him. I really don't see the brilliance in him. He's supposed to be this brilliant rapper. I'm not really seeing it. I did like Jesus Walks. It's like any catchy tune. That was catchy. And that just doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. That song, I don't know the name of it. He's had some things that kind of came out. He comes in fits. I love when he went up and snatched the fucking mic out of Taylor Swift's hand and told what needed to be told. Bitch, Beyonce had the #1 video on earth, period. Even Obama was going around doing this. I didn't even know what that was at the time. I don't know if I even seen the video, but Obama was doing this. I didn't know what the reference was. So it was the biggest video ever. It's iconic. Nobody remembers what Taylor Swift did. Even right now, nobody remembers. Nobody remembers, but I can do this, and we all know what we're talking about. We know. So I love that he's that bold and defiant, that he has these fits of things that I love, and that was one of them. I'm gonna let you finish, like little pathetic white bitch, but Beyonce is the shit. Basically, let us understand, let it be proclaimed, and that takes cojones to be able to do that. I think if he could be harnessed, he could be a major asset for African people. One minute he's preaching revolution and liberation and freedom, and the next minute he's saying we love slavery or some bullshit. So I mean, I don't give him a lot of energy. Carmen Ward, shout out to you. Hello, Jedi. Love from South Africa. Allahu Akbar. Thank you, Carmen. Greetings. And I'll say, well, I don't know how you say in South Africa, but I know in Ghana we say Aquaba. Shiro, well, he has truly proved to me that being a millionaire doesn't make a person happy. It doesn't. Materialism is one of those things, everybody. You have to, again, it goes back to where I began when I opened and what I say constantly. It's not about this life. It's not. And materialism is part of this life. You've probably all heard at some point somebody say, you never see a Brinks truck following a casket. There's been one or two aberrations where somebody was buried in their car that they just were so beloved, and something ridiculous like that. But that makes the headlines, and it's an aberration, and it's a one-off. Nobody cares. The ironic part is that I really don't see him as someone who's really interested in money like that. I think he's interested in power and position. I think money is just kind of relative. Like, I've made the money already. It don't mean nothing. So what? I've never seen him. Remember, I'm not really checking for him, though. So I've never seen him in a flashy car. I'm sure he's been in one or has one or several. I never seen him showing off, with material shit. I'm trying to think when I've seen him. He's carrying these ugly ass shoes around that they're supposed to be the bomb and shit like that. I mean, I really think he's not really. I don't know what he thinks, but I really think money is not really on his mind. I think he's kind of looking for something else, you know. But I say to all my people, you don't have to believe this. You don't have to adopt this. It's going to be true whether I say it or not, whether you believe it or not. Your journey of searching ends at the doors of Islam. That's where it ends. That's where it ends, because that's where all the answers are. That's the truth. That's the truth. You know, why Jedi? Because it's like your mama. It could be a schoolyard of kids over there playing. If her child screams, she know her child. She know. Mama's here down the street and around the corner. They know. They know their child. So does the heart, the soul, knows its creator. You know it. When you feel it, when you hear it. Nobody has to tell you. That's the beautiful thing about it. There's no convincing. There's no sales pitch. It's like if you found $1 million in cash, nobody would have to convince you found $1 million in cash. You would go, this is $1 million in cash. You would proclaim it, and then you're going to do whatever you're going to do with the money. This is the same thing with Islam. Your way of life has been laid out for you from morning to night, from birth till death, everybody. I've said this to you 1 million times, and I'm pleased for those of you who over the years you've known me. Some of my people have become Muslim. Allahu Akbar. May Allah be glorified. But that's where you're going to find center. That's where the noise gets pushed out. That's where understanding and clarity comes. You cannot find something where it doesn't exist. Roses don't grow out of blocks of ice. We just haven't seen it. Just haven't seen it. Just like in the middle of the Arctic patch. Oh, look, there's a rose bush just growing out. Just, no. We don't see it. We won't see it. Allah has provided the seasons. So unless you got an artificial environment, you're not going to be seeing certain things in different seasons. When you even think about your diet, you shouldn't be eating certain things out of season. There's a reason why Allah has a season. That's when it's probably the most medicinal for you. It's at its peak. It's at its best. It's whatever, So for everybody and for Kanye, for all of his trying to be some, modern day Messiah with his church and all of it, I'm over it. I pray Allah that he finds his way to Islam. Then it will all be settled. All of it. That's what's real. Carmen, you say, yes, I am a fan. I'm deeply honored. And it's Molo. Okay. I have sent you something on Instagram. Okay. I won't sleep tonight, I'm sure. It's going to be very, very difficult for me to get to sleep. So I will try to scroll through my Instagram and see what you've shared with me. Khalifa, cheeseburger with nasty pickles. That's the show. Grant, COVID is a great NWO psyop. Well, we've all suspected that from the beginning, and the Great Reset and all that stuff. Khalifa, you just walk up and take their money. You need legitimate crisis on war to justify Congress. Cocaine. The cash. Well, do you? Because remember, Bush was declaring shit without Congress, if my memory is correct. I don't know if that ever got corrected. I haven't seen any, but I don't have television. So, was there any major oh yeah, all Congress voted to give Biden the power to do whatever needs to be done in Ukraine and Russia and the shit. I mean, I don't know. Um, I know you meant okaying the cash. Uh, she wrote nothing special at her about her. There isn't. Listen, most of America now is Latino, quite frankly, but I live in a very heavily Latino state of California. I know at least 15 females just that I would interact with in my local city that put Kim Kardashian to shame. So there's nothing special going on. I mean, if that's the aesthetic that one is looking for, and you're not looking for a straight up sister, you know, this is why it's so important that black men have black women because, we can't buy into this, love seasonal color and all this bullshit. That's all noise. That's fiction and more lies from these demons. The fact of the matter is that, just like cats and puppies need certain environments in order to thrive. Or you have to have this, or we have to get this for the puppy, or this for the cat. It has to have a certain, or the baby's coming. We have to have this or that. The same thing it is for the black man. We must have the black woman. We must have her. We must, because you're just one piece of the puzzle. You understand? And there's a duality, the male and the female, and we fit. That's a reflection of me, and I'm a reflection of her, and she can give birth to my ugly ass. You understand? I mean, we must have her, and I just don't believe that you can really be. You are not believe. You are not. You cannot be. You will not be, and no one is complete that is not with their own as Africans. I can't speak for anybody else. Just Africans. We must be with our own. We must. So Kanye will never be satisfied or at peace until he has him a black woman. You understand? And stop chasing these plastic bitches that mean nothing. Um, the name is somewhat familiar, Queen. Really, I didn't know that, but I can't really see it. I'll check it out. Okay, we're jumping now. Yes, Khalifa, and he eats his own boogers. He just feels like that. When I was in kindergarten in Chicago, there was this kid named James Manley. He's in my kindergarten picture that I have. They should just beat up on him for no reason. Just no reason. Just because he was weak. And he was just, it was just for fun, you know? And James comes to mind when I was making that assessment of Kanye, you know? She wrote, well, he has truly proved to me that I read that. I read Carmen. Stephanie Gerald, shout out to you. I don't think I've seen your name this evening. Yeah, the Yeezys. I mean, it's a piece of plastic, dude. And I saw some clip. I think he was on Joe Rogan or something. He was like, and this shoe is just gonna be, just the way that it holds the. I mean, he's trying to be this brilliant designer, like he's, Dolce and Gabbana or House of Gucci and Versace and shit. Set your ass down. You're not a designer. Set your ass down. Now, if you want to be brilliant, what you do is you go and you pay somebody to give you some renderings of something brilliant, and you give them money to pay them off and buy their rights, and you proclaim it as your own. Look, I designed this. I mean, that's done every day. I can't. Khalifa, deep. I didn't know they had that emoji. Is that a thinking emoji? Shiba, I agree. Carmen, 7:27 a.m. here. Wow. So I'm at work and still and stealing the Wi-Fi from the white man to listen to my boy. Allahu Akbar, subhanallah. That's so weird and honorable to me all at the same time. You're in South Africa at work watching me. I'm gonna have to sit with that. It's too much. I'm deeply honored. I'm deeply honored. Uh, Sheba regarding regarding Kanye and Islam. What? Donna, Kanye married down, but doesn't know it. I love that. He married down. He really did because what? What? Okay, fine. She went to, I think she's in law school or doing something. And don't even be fooled by that because they live in California, bitch. And here in California, you don't need to go to law school. If you can intern at a law office, you can intern at a law office and go and take the bar. And if you pass it, poof, you're a lawyer, homie. If I wasn't moving to Africa, your boy would go into law. Done. Because that's the leapfrog way for me to be a lawyer. Done. I've never been in a courtroom that a judge didn't say to me, you should go into law. Never happened. Every single time I've been in a courtroom, judges have told me that. Wallahi. And as I've shared with you many times in my business law class in college, there was no one that could beat me in the legal argument. Just wasn't possible. Donna Gray, Kanye, I read that just now. Carmen, now when she drained Kanye, she is with a white man. Because what was their marital arrangement? Was there a prenup? You know, for all of her, I think she's supposed to be a billionaire now, but what's Kanye worth? And was she worth that when she met him? They've always been wealthy. Their father, Robert Kardashian, who passed on, he was part of the O.J. Simpson legal team. He was kind of a snitch. He didn't really believe in O.J. He's the one that O.J. handed off his garment bag to when he came back from Chicago, and they tried to make some brouhaha of that. But he died. But he was a powerful lawyer. I've worked for some very powerful attorneys. They made good money. And I'm the dude also that has done some of the billing, do you understand? So I know, there's a machine on everything in the fucking law office. If I go and make a copy for your bitch ass, boom, we're billing that to this account. You understand? It's a whole thing. It's an operation, but they weren't gonna be without hurting for money. Even if she hadn't done the Ray J thing and then come to prominence and all that. They had money. They already lived in Beverly Hills or Bel Air or some shit already before, come on. I think that, but you look at the type of black men they're picking, and Kanye falls in this mold. They're not picking sophisticated black men, well spoken, well carried, authoritative, as if that man is the one wearing the pants and she is being submissive. You understand? It's these dumb brothers, hopefully with a little bit of penis. Lamar Odom, Kanye, just any basketball person, they just don't have it, dude. They don't have it. They don't have it. Khalifa, one black male and one black female, the original creation of Allah. That's it. 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 Sheba, I'm concerned with their obsession to harvest black babies. Yeah. Because our babies are the cutest. Say I'm lying. Our babies are just the cutest. They just are. They just are. They know it. They know it. They've acknowledged it. They are acknowledging it. Do you understand? You know, I always tell you, when you have more than one of anything, there's always a standout. And Allah has made everything in degrees, everybody. Everything is in degrees. Everything in creation is in degrees. The sweet water is not the same as the salt water. This is degrees. The molehill is not the same as the mountain. These are degrees. The dandelion is not the same as the rose. It's not the same as the sequoia tree. Degrees. You understand? The penguin is not as the eagle. And on you can go. So why would we think this principle changes when it comes to us? Damn it, we're better. Damn it. And that should be okay. That's why, Carmen, that's why Beyonce don't even pick up Kim's calls. She is like, no, White Heifer, not today. But I think Beyonce also doesn't pick up a call because Beyonce is a fire-breathing dragoness. She is. Don't let the little grin and her little teeth fool you. That is a dragon-ass bitch. Let us be very clear. Because you don't get to Beyonce if you don't have the fire-breathing dragon in you. And there's nothing she can suck out of Kim Kardashian, so she's kind of over her. You know, one of her little gimmicks is, I call it a gimmick, is if you come on the scene and you're better than her or have the potential to get any light from her, she quickly collaborates with you. I cite for you. Quick, is that Lady Gaga? Let's do a video together. Oh, is that Shakira? Let's do a video where we can't tell which one of us is your bitch ass or which one is me, to let you know, bitch, I can be you. She's a scheming ass bitch. Let us understand. And she comes from a certain time, so she's recycling some stuff from older artists that she grew up on. She's just stealing their shit, giving them no credit, and then appearing as this brilliant phoenix rising. She had this, like, who was it? In Vogue, the best female group ever in the history of the world. I will fight anybody that disagrees with me on that. In Vogue was everything on earth. Everything on earth. I felt proud as an African man to be represented by those women. They classic beauty. Oof, my God. Destiny's Child can't come near them. Can't come near them. All of them were lead singers. But anyways, they had some song that they did where they used a dance balance bar that we have in dance studios. I don't know the song. It was a big song for them. Here comes Beyonce's bitch ass with the fucking balance bar, as if it's hers. And then she got busted, and I give her high marks for her Run the World that she did at the Billboard Awards one year, where she danced with the graphic behind her. She works hard, man. Now, let me be clear to say this. The bitch works hard, because I always look at the work value of anything. That is a hard-working woman. Let us understand. I mean, it's worth that drama, because you have to work really hard to be Beyonce. It's exhausting just thinking about the work she's had to do to just be who she is, even though she's still a bitch from hell and a fire-breathing dragon, but she works hard. Not gonna take that from her. But she's also a thief. Carmen, true, she can see a celebrity mark. Yep. There's somebody else she did something with. I mean, she just won't be outdone, you know. She just will immediately team up with you. And I just thought it would be really good. And she's that fake Texas homegirl thing on you. And I just thought it would be really good for us to get together and to collaborate and to just do something that was really like as if it was just matter of fact. And I just, you know, I just stumbled into this brilliance. She's very good at that. She's an actress, dude. I know who Beyonce is. If she ever sees me, she knows I know her card. I know it. I know it. Wallahi, I know it. I know it. Shiro's laughing. Khalifa, all those sister was fine too. I'm telling you, man. Maxine, Dawn, Cindy, and Terry. Oh, y'all. You can go watch this on YouTube right now. I made my nephew fall in love with them. The last time he was here, I was playing Don't Let Go in the car. He fell in love with it, the prince. But there's, I don't know what award show. I feel like it was Lady of Soul or Soul Train or what something. Anyways, they came up out of the ground. You know, two of them were standing back to back, and the other two were standing back to back. They came up out of the stage. Dum dum. Oh, I can't remember. I can't hear that song now. But y'all know, Don't Let Go. The wind was on them. Oh, they were everything, dude. In vogue. They're glamorous. They were classic beauty, never overdone. I love them. Like it's a crime of humanity that they couldn't work it out. That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime. Ah, Maxine with that smoky voice. Oh my God. And Dawn, she sings Don't Let Go. She has the main vocal in Don't Let Go. Oh my God, where'd they find these women? I didn't know no sisters that looked like them at the time they came on the scene. Their name, the way they presented, everything about them was just, I could go on about them. Let me just shut up. In Vogue is everything, period, damn it. Shiva. What happened to Bey and Alicia Keys' collaboration? I feel like Bey killed the record. I didn't know there was supposed to be a collaboration between them, you know. I don't see how that collaboration would work. Alicia Keys is another island. She is distinct and unique from. I can't even imagine like what would they do together. You know, I can't see that or hear that in my cranium. You know, everybody I've named that she's worked with, you could see that. Like, oh yeah, I could see that. I just don't see like what would she do with Alicia Keys? You know, what would Alicia do with her? Alicia's a classically trained pianist. Um, she's just a different animal, man. Beyonce is you know, pyro and choreography, you know, and a bunch of belting. She's just not the same artist as Alicia. I don't see how they could do something together, you know. They're both very talented. I'm sure they can make it work, but would I believe it? I don't know. Carmen, Megan the horse. Megan the horse. Are we talking about the stallion chick? Donna Gray, In Vogue. You're never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna woo 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 woo, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. And their harmonies, it's a crime, dude. It's a crime. It's a and testimony to their power. My nephew heard that song one listen through and he was like, "Who is that?" Love the song. One hear through. It's hooked on it. I'm over it. Cheryl, Jedi, are you talking about In Vogue? Of course. Marcus the Lion, so good to see you, brother. Oh, subhanAllah. You made me think of this too, Marcus, because I see people using this StreamYard. I made a note for myself to look into that and see if it's a free software. Because I want that capability of when I'm live, people can come on if they want, you know, and be on. And you made me think about that because we used to do our Skypes, you know. Good to see you, Marcus. You say hello, brother. That Waiting to Exhale soundtrack can't be beat. Testify. Testify. There's just, I mean, and there's no music now. There's no music. Listen, oh man, I'm a music man, dude. I am music. I am music. Me, I am music. And there's no music. You get in my car right now, you hear my CDs that I burn for myself of Not Shit This right now. Because there's no music. Chocolate Rhythm, Classic Beauty. Yes, I saw them live in Texas. Wow. I never got a chance to see them live. Khalifa, she works so hard that it helps to cover up that weak ass voice of hers. That's why she don't want to ever come after Jennifer Hudson again. And speaking of which, they were trying to make Dreamgirls all about her, and it was like, no, no, it's about Jennifer. It's Effie. It's Effie. And she was like, and I just put so much into this role, and I studied everything. Bitch, you were trying to be Dinah Ross. Let us understand. Dinah Ross has already done all of that. She's done all. She literally. You were Mahogany. That's what you were channeling. Mahogany, bitch. You're found out. You're found out. You're found out. And I also was a little salty, since I'm on the subject, that the big song was, and I'm telling you I'm not going. That was not the song, unless it's going to be sung by Jennifer Holliday. That is not the song, even from Jennifer Hudson. The song is One Night Only. I go to my grave saying that. One night only. 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 Chocolate Rhythm or Jasmine Sullivan. Yeah, she's powerful. But I think she's turning into like another Ashanti. Remember Ashanti came out and she was gonna be like the next. Ooh, it's gonna. I'd never heard. When she got this special award sometime like recently or something. That's the first time I really ever saw Ashanti really full out do whatever her talent is. She looked juicy and feminine, and ooh, she stunned. She's timeless. Her beauty. She's not aging. It's like we've been waiting for her to launch. She's like the hook girl. You feel me? And I feel like Jasmine Sullivan is turning into that. I'm not really seeing her on the radar a lot. I know she's locally talented. Sheba. They had a song. It's called Put It In a Love Song. I'm thinking about This Is Not a Love Song. That's a totally different song. It didn't get much radio play. I don't know if I know it. I'll make a note to myself to look that up and hear it. Chocolate Rhythm. Not this new album she has, but Jasmine Sullivan sang it. Sheba, Beyonce, and Alicia. Original Jewess, good evening. Shout out to you. It's good to see you as well. And my streaming software crashed. So we're on a second stream right now. We've already done, I don't know, a couple of hours on the other one. I feel like I didn't really see the timestamp. And then I was just going to do a quick thing here, but we kind of got stuck right now. It jumped. Sheba. Not she found out. Yeah, the bitches found out. As we say back east, let me find out. Chocolate Rhythm. Most Pisces men, that would be me, are musicians. I am. Into dance. I am. Radio. I am. Or just artist, period. I am. I play violin. I play piano. I play French horn. I play keyboards. I sing. I taught dance professionally. I've been on television. I've been in movies. I'm your dude. I'll say innovative because I don't use the word creative because only Allah creates. They have good cars as well. Well, I'm driving a 1997 Honda Civic EX VTEC. Had it for 22 years. Khalifa, you retracted. Ashanti is a great actress, by the way. I haven't really seen too much of her acting, and I feel kind of like I'm pulling for her. Like, let Ashanti get some shine so she can be. I don't even know what her net worth is. Has she really made any money even? You feel me? I don't know, man. She's kind of like a frozen in time for me kind of way, I'm pulling for the sister though. Speaking of music, you guys, there's a song that apparently is from 2016, and I'm trying to figure out how on earth didn't I know about this song. Me and Shiro were singing on the phone. Anyways, this is one of the songs I shared with her. you know, just like Babyface has written a kabillion songs, and L.A. Reid, and like you hear songs, you know, Babyface wrote that. So this Sia bitch, she wrote Chandelier, she wrote Diamonds, she's written a bunch of other songs that you know and I know and are catchy. We would know if we heard it on the radio. But I heard this song called Unstoppable. I'm one of these people, I can hear a piece of something and I'll spend many hours doing many searches trying to figure out what is the name of that. What is that sound I just heard? What is that? I need to know or I won't sleep. I heard a piece on something somewhere. I go, what is that? What is that? Because it was sonically different. It's that big sound, you know, almost like a Diamonds, but it's called Unstoppable, dude. And it's, you know how you run into a song and you can't get it out of your head for a year probably? It's been in my head for the last couple weeks. It's called Unstoppable. You should hear it. If you, well, most people probably know about it. I just found out about it in 2022, and apparently it's from 2016. I'm over it. It's really something. I mean, it's just a catchy tone. I really enjoy it. Yeah. So, where are we at now? So yeah, this would be a good place to land. Chocolate Rhythm, you say most places men have a good ear, composer, poets, can put words together. I've never been able to write poetry. That's what also confounds me. I'm in reverence to people who can write poems and by default write music. Like, I know what I want to say. Here's my word. Now go make it say that in music. Make it say that. I don't know how to arrange melody. I can play melody. I can sing melody. And I got through school. I never had to really learn my music because I was like my father. My father played guitar and he played by ear. My father taught himself how to play guitar, just like Ray Charles taught himself how to play piano. So when they came together, they were like two peas in a pod. And Ray Charles didn't like everybody, but he and my dad were thick as thieves. So I picked up my ear from my father. If I hear it, I can play it, whether it's on the French horn, the piano, the keyboards, the violin, it doesn't matter. If I hear it, I can play it. So that serves me, but when you're in band class and you're getting ready for a major tournament or something like that, and the director is pointing to you, play at the measure, and you're like, and you scram because you weren't reading the music. I just know it. I don't need to read it. And when we would have concert competitions, you know, you had different classifications of band. Like when we assemble as one band, our marching band, then that's when you do field shows and parades and stuff like that. But you also had concert competitions, Symphonic 1, Symphonic 2 concert band, Symphonic, you know, senior concert band, all this stuff. And you would hear the judges' tapes when you go to school on Monday, you know, whatever night you had the concert, then you're going to hear that in band class when you go to school. And it's playing over the system. And we were playing a piece called Mask, I think. Beautiful French horn solo that I had. Beautiful. It was my first French horn solo as first chair. And I know I was good. But to hear the judges say, nice horn, very nice. I mean, they were just gushing over my entrance and the quality of my tone. And because my instrument was one with me. My father never ever came to a single fucking performance. And half the time I was in the garage, I don't know if he was really listening. So I'm a little salty about that, if you could tell. But the one thing my father said to me, I remember I was in the garage, and my sister, who passed of COVID allegedly a few months ago, she was 1 year older than myself. she was in choir, so they were doing the music for Evita. So I would play her music and she would sing. I played on my French horn and she would sing. And I remember my father came into either he came into the garage or when I was coming back in the house, and he said to me, whenever you play that French horn, people should know it's you playing that French horn. That's the only thing he ever said to me. I don't think he knew how brilliant I was, you know. I have to make concessions for life and him trying to provide for us and all those things, but dude, your son is talented. Like you know, to button that up, last thing I'll say is many years before he passed, I told him, I said, Dad, you should, I would like to have your music, you know, because my father was kind of a big deal. I said I was going to reveal him to you all, and maybe I'll do it tomorrow. He's all over the internet, and you can hear his music and see who he is and all that. But I said, because I'm the only child of his that's really serious about music. I ever did anything with entertainment other than him. You know, all my brothers and sisters can sing. You know, my brother, he's not the next sibling, but he's the next boy. His falsetto rivals Philip Bailey. Why I even know reasons is because he sang it around the house. I thought, when I heard Philip Bailey, I thought that was my brother. It rivals Philip Bailey. He's amazing. All my sisters can sing, but they weren't interested in. They don't have the bug. You know, when my father played the Regal in Chicago, I remember they sent a yellow taxi for us, and we were off stage at the Regal. And when they had their intermission, he took two of my sisters went out. We were just kids, and he introduced them. And Ray Charles used to call me the genius. Where's that famous genius at? And that's the day I was bit. It was more people than I ever saw in one place at one time in my life at that young age. I was not nervous. In that moment, that was it. And the next time I felt that, my family used to put on shows when I was growing up and stuff like that, but the next time I really felt that was sophomore year, high school, when my marching band marched into Anaheim Stadium for the International Music Olympics. It was a 5-day event. Like, other bands were housing you because you were in competition over days. Every facet, from color guard to concert to percussion to marching to all of it. We were the #1 band on earth. There's 156 bands from all over the world, and we took home the award. And but that's when it bit me again. Like, I've never been nervous in front of big crowds of people, huge, not nervous at all. I've been on venues where people are biting their nails and shaking backstage, and I'm just like, let me get out there. Get your ass out the way. It just came natural for me. That was a long answer because somebody, you were mentioning Chocolate Rhythm about, I can't compose music. Khalifa, Ashanti starred in Coach Carter a few years ago. I know of that. I don't have recall of seeing her or what her performance was, but I know that's associated with her, just as I read that. Grant, COVID is a, okay, I read that already. King, there go this Grant. And is that a retype of that same message? All right, let's do what needs to be done, Queen. Um, um, who was murdered or died in Ghana. Did I watch it? I can't swear to it. I'll say I will. because I can't swear that I did or didn't. I recall that now. Khalifa, I'd like to see that one Shiro. Shiro, the Most High, you're talking about the Ghana story. Yeah, 10-4 on that. Okay. So I don't want to keep us too late, everybody, because why I'm in such a shape tonight is because I got no sleep last night. So I literally was up all night. There was no sleep to come to me, and tossing and turning, and I just couldn't get to sleep, you know. And I think I have to be over my sleeping pills now, because what I've noticed is, let's say, just give you an example. Let's say it's 11 o'clock, and I go, I think I'll take my sleeping pill now. Well, if in 3 hours I'm still awake, that didn't work. And in my mind, I need to take another one. So I was telling my doctor, and he goes, no, we don't want you to take more than one. So I think I'm over the sleeping pills now. I don't think I have a choice. I don't want to go to a different sleeping pill, because I did a lot of research and really grilled several pharmacists over this one that I'm on before I even started on it. Because I had seen documentaries and heard nightmare stories of people getting up and killing people in the middle of the night and all this kind of, and I didn't want to be that dude. So I did my jurisprudence. So I just, but a lot of things are going to change automatically for me with the entrance of Ramadan, necessarily. My only fear is that now we'll get into the holy month, because you don't want to sleep away the day either, because you have a 30th of the Quran to read every day. This is why we know our book, because we read it every day, but certainly even if you're the most drag-ass Muslim on earth, at Ramadan, you're going to read that 30th. So by the end of the holy month, you've read the entire book. You know it. Inshallah. That's all I can say right now. Sheba, there is nothing like a great falsetto on a male singer. Yeah, my brother has. I have a falsetto, but it's not nothing to write home about. I can do a falsetto, but I can also recognize when somebody has a beautiful falsetto. My brother has it. If he still has it, I haven't seen him in years, so I don't know if he still has it. What was it? Every man. No, that's already out of pitch. Every man has a place. I'm fucked up. I'm dry in here. I can hear there's no air. I'm over it. I was gonna do fantasy, because that immediately comes to mind with a falsetto. Sheba, good night Jedi, and chat. Good night, babe. Sheba, and we are gonna be just right behind you. Seats in the upright position, everybody. Gear down. We're on final approach. Cheryl, Jedi, I love when you tell stories about your family, especially while you were growing up. I appreciate that you appreciate that. It's me. I'm sharing a piece of me, and so I appreciate that you are receptive to that. Shiro, that's to Khalifa. Chocolate rhythm. Is there any natural sleeping aids? Tea. There is. My doctor mentioned. Well, actually, my angel has been on me forever, telling me to get. What's that stuff, man? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's something to help you sleep. You can get it at the health food store. If somebody says the name of it, I'll know it. And then my doctor was telling me about sleep time tea. I told him I would follow up with that. I almost said it. It's not melon. I mean, I can't think of it. Which day does Ramadan start? Ramadan will be on the 2nd or 3rd of April, Queen. This year. And It's the best time to be alive, everybody. Khalifa, got it. Thanks. Oh, that's the Shiro. And chocolate rhythm, sleepy time tea works. That's what my doctor was talking about. Chocolate rhythm. And where do you get that at? Is it? It's not just. I mean, is it a specific sleepy time tea that you get at the pharmacy, like at Walgreens or somebody, or you could just get it at the supermarket? Because I have lemon ginger tea here. Y'all know I'm never without lemon ginger. Like, stop it already. I'll wait for your answer on that, and then I'm gonna land. Whole Foods. Okay, so it's. I wonder if that's the same one my doctor was talking about. It sounds like it. Oh, to be lying, but I should tell my yeah. I love that I yawned even. That's a sign of fatigue. That don't happen to me. So I'm encouraged. So, as I was saying, so that's what sabotaged me for today. Because in my mind, I thought we would have a much earlier stream than this. But because I got no sleep, then now I'm up. Then when the sun comes, then your body automatically wants to respond to being up now. But I can feel like I need to. You're in danger if you don't try and get some rest. Like this is unhealthy, really. But I just can't get to sleep. So, I was in the middle of something, and then I had this strong inspiration. I needed to call Kai. We spoke for a while, and then when we got off, I tried to lay down and sleep just wouldn't come to me. And I'm thinking, I gotta do a live stream. I gotta do a live stream. I said I would. I said I would. I said I would. It took a lot for me to be sitting here tonight, y'all, because I just was like, I can't. I don't think I can. But once I've given my word to anything, nothing else on earth matters to me other than sticking to that. So here I sit. It's in a box. You can pick it up. So I don't want to make that mistake, and then because it's a little after 11 here now, and so hopefully, inshallah, I can get to sleep, especially since I'm in such a deficit of sleep. I'm yawning now. I think I will have some tea, just my lemon ginger with honey and lemon, and to relax myself. Inshallah, I get to sleep while scrolling through Instagram to see what my South African sister has sent me, and also follow up on the video that Shiro cited, and the In Vogue song that was obscure, put it in a love song. Hopefully all of that will send me off to sleep, and then I will be refreshed because I have to go. Tomorrow is Friday. Friday is our day, our holy day of worship. It's our church day, if you will, for Muslims, you know. And these weeks leading up to start of Ramadan, you see everybody starting to sort of come together. Like you see the momentum begin to build. The holy month is upon us. It's the most sacred time to be alive, y'all. I'm gonna start crying again because you just have to know your creator. Ramadan, every time it's over, you're immediately sad. And you're also immediately praying that you see the next one. Because Allah is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. the eternally merciful, the you say Arabic and you have to think English, you know. The eternally gracious, the eternally merciful. And Ramadan is the time that Allah expunges so much of your shortcomings and showers you with blessings. It's the one thing that the divine allows you to do for him and blesses you for it. But that's why the parameters are so tight, because there's great blessing. So Allah expects you to want it, to seek this blessing, this great thing that I will bestow upon you. But it's so strict and regimented. If you don't make suhoor before Fajr, you don't eat before the sun comes up, you can't fast now that day. If you could fast, but it's not going to count. I mean, it's so many things. You gotta really be, because you want to make sure that you do everything right so that you can get those blessings, you know. And is it Ramadan that Allah sends to the lowest heaven? It's so many things. I'll share more about it. I always talk about it at Ramadan. I'll definitely share more with you guys about it. It's the best time to be alive, man. You just, like, this is just what, the 20 something. We ain't at Ramadan yet. There's no guarantee I'm gonna be here. Inshallah I will, but what if I'm not? You feel me? We've had people die at Ramadan. The last janazah that I went to, the woman died during Ramadan. It was so hot here, y'all. And you're fasting. And we were going out to the gravesite for her janazah after we do the prayers in the mosque. And it was just the will of Allah that gave any of us the strength. But her husband was so distraught. He just, I feel his pain now even. It was so profound. I don't know how many years they've been married. I don't remember what country they're from. He was just saying to us, he would just look right at you and say, but brother, she was a good woman. She knew Quran. She was a good woman. She knew Quran. We're all trying to be strong. I went and I just kissed him, you know, and was saying, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Then I had to go past her sons or her grandsons or wherever they were, and they were just, I mean, it was like out of a cartoon where their tears just fly out of their face. This was at Ramadan, while you're fasting. You don't need all this. But what are you going to do? But this was a beautiful time for her, you know, because if you pass at Ramadan, that is seen as a beautiful death, a strong sign of paradise. If you die on a Friday, my grandmother died on a Friday. I'm such a crybaby. And I didn't have that knowledge at the time that my grandmother died. I learned that years later. The significance of her dying on a Friday. I'm in this nut right now, y'all. Forgive me that I won't finish your comments, everybody. I love you all. That's why I'm here. I promise you I'll be here tomorrow. Have a good evening, everybody.